Hello, my name's Jane Pierce. My business is Tarot Jane, and I'm here to talk to you about astrology. Specifically, what's up with the Venus Cazimi coming up on June 4th? Let's break that sentence down. Venus is the planet of love, harmony, and relationships. A Cazimi is when a planet goes into the heart of the sun, or you could say conjuncts the sun. What's happening on June 4th of 2024 is that Venus will conjunct the sun in Gemini. Anytime the sun conjuncts a planet, it starts a new cycle for that planet, a little bit like the sun and the moon conjuncting, making a new moon. But we don't usually refer to the moon having a Cazimi. When we don't usually say a new moon Venus or new Venus cycle, but that's what Venus Cazimi does. It sets a cycle for 9 months that will let Venus carry the energy of that conjunction with the sun in Gemini. And we're lucky because this Venus Cazimi happens when Venus is direct. Our last Venus retrograde Cazimi happened in August of 2023. You certainly remember Venus going retrograde in Leo. And when that happened, we got the Barbie movie and a lot of look at how women have struggled. We think of the Venus retrograde as Inanna's descent into the underworld. And every other Venus Cazimi is a retrograde Cazimi. So last year, it was more a retrospective of women's roles in the spotlight of Leo. This year, we've got a harmonious Venus Cazimi, or Venus conjunct the Sun, happening in Gemini. And in Gemini, without a retrograde, we've got sweet words, a lot of flirting, some lovely energy of harmonious conversation, social pleasantries. You may have beautiful music, beautiful words like poetry. The way we express beauty and art for the next 9 months is going to be shaped by this Venus Cazimi, and it's going to bring our art more attention to verbal or auditory art. I'm excited about it, and I want you all to take advantage of it because in 2025, we're going to have a Venus Cazimi while Venus is retrograde. And making it worse, that Venus Cazimi on March 22nd will be happening in Aries, and Venus does not do well. We say it's negatively impacted or in its detriment when Venus is in Aries. And so our next Venus Cazimi will not bring the usual light, spotlight, and abundance that this Venus Cazimi is bringing. Instead, we'll be spotlighting a look backwards in a very challenging sign. The good news is every other Venus Cazimi is not retrograde. And so we've got a Venus Cazimi in January of 26 in Capricorn that will be very positive. And 2026 is kind of a bonus year because a Venus Cazimi happens every 9 months. We get two Venus Cazimis in 2026. But the second Venus Cazimi in 2026, which happens on October 23rd of 2026, is in a sign that Venus is also not doing well in. It'll happen in Scorpio. It'll happen when Venus is retrograde. And Venus will struggle to find the harmony and the social connection, the relationship issues will be a lot stronger and more difficult to manage when Venus is in Scorpio. So, quick review, we get a Venus Cazimi every 9 months, and this Venus Cazimi is particularly good. So, take advantage of it. Write poetry, find a new music, let your gift for harmony and beauty be expressed for the next 9 months with an anchor of what happens on June 4th, bringing beauty, love, and sweet, flirty words. If you want to know more about the Venus Cazimi and where it affects your chart, look at where Gemini lies in your chart. What house does that represent? If you don't know, reach out, and I'd love to share with you what the other planets are doing to affect this Venus Cazimi in Gemini. By the way, good things, and how you can manage the difficult times when Venus goes into retrograde in the beginning of 2025 in a sign that it struggles to be in. I look forward to talking to you more. Like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day.